We are out here doing close quarters battle training with a variety of different law enforcement agencies, and this is our mobile modular shoot house.
So if I'm flowing in this room, and if I come down as the one man, does this door do anything as far as affecting my point of domination or anything? Maybe he's not paying attention. Maybe he's got something there. Maybe he's interrogating that target over that. I don't know. But I need to make sure, boom, I've got control of these guys as far as what's going on.
All right, we're out here. We're just shooting a little fun video, and we figured we'd get some ex-military, some of us that have been out for, over 10 years, so I haven't done this in a hot minute. But we got some LE guys here. We're just curious, like, hey, we do a little force on force. Who's gonna come out on top? So we're gonna do 2 runs. We're gonna be on defense the first go around. Then we'll flop with them, and we'll see how badly we get schwacked.
Former Marine Corps infantry squad leader. I went to squad leaders course where a lot of the differences of mount towns and urban combat are trained there. So they're gonna have to put me down. I'm gonna fight back. So it's not gonna be it's not just going to be a breadbasket case for them.
Prior Army, still in National Guard. I'm a engineer reconnaissance platoon sergeant right now, so we do a lot of long range distance stuff. So CQB is kind of something that we kind of bury down. So it's always good to kind of get trained up on it and at least learn the basics and the fundamentals of it.
How's this going to go?
Good.
How's it going to go for them?
Oh, we'll see. There's a lot of egos about to go in this house, so we'll see what happens.
How do you guys think it's going to go?
Good for us, poor for them.
How'd you do it?
Good. Didn't get hit. We had clear domination of the hallway. They weren't moving down, but they did get into that right room.
Yep.
Once they opened the door, me and Mitch called door open. I just held line of sight on the door as soon as they, and then Mitch pried out in the hallway. So as soon as they pried out, we had full contact on them. I don't even know if they got shots off. But
Yeah, they had horse blinders on Mike.
Yeah.
So I sat off to the side at a 45. I knew I could tag them all.
The OP4 played the game, right?
Yeah.
They pretty much, they gave minimal to the cops to engage, so, and they sat there and hemmed them up, so. Unfortunately, that is real world.
Yeah.
Now, you bring some tools to the fight, throw some bangers down there, put a breach on there.
How'd it go?
Being on the OP4 is a lot more enjoyable, being on defense and offense. The first one we did, I thought went great. For safety purposes, we intentionally weren't trying to shoot straight down the hallway to keep them from going out the door. I'll just say our law enforcement counterparts didn't offer us the same, I don't know what you'd call it, the same pleasantries. So yeah, as soon as we opened the door, it was just a wall of human bodies just dropping because we had nowhere to go. So, but overall, for the rest of the course, again, that was just kind of for fun, to kind of see what skill sets the different groups had. So it was good to see. When it comes to the shoot house, the awesome thing is, like, we're able to literally set this up in a couple hours and invite law enforcement agencies with little notice to come out and train with us for the day, and it's absolutely awesome. During the runs with Rick, he's like, hey, I need a hallway here, I want to close it off. I want to open the room. Within a couple minutes, me and another guy were going in and completely changing the layout of the structure. So, in terms of training tool, it's priceless.
I don't know how much you guys saw, how much you heard. zinging out that out the breach. But here's the bottom line: you've got adversaries in there, suspects, whatever word you want to use, that are preset in there. These guys set it up, right? Basically, what we talk about that hallway. That hallway funnels bullets. We got to sit there as soon as we make entry in there. We know it's a hallway. You guys have been in there before. We should be dominating into those rooms flowing in because we need to get out of that hallway. Where'd everyone's lunch get handed to them at?
At the door.
Well, at the door,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now, granted, there's some tools we don't have to our disposal.
Right.
You do something like an explosive breach, yeah, that's going to buy you something. Do you have an explosive breach charter? I don't know. Right, but we've got other tools potentially. We can put some bangs in once we make breach, right? We can do some things to, again, gain that surprise for us, keep them kind of on their heels a little bit so we can at least get a foothold.
Honestly, what we should have done is gone to the fucking back door and use a different entry.
See, we
approach.
talked about that.
Yeah.
We didn't know if that was allowed.
Yeah.
Here's a better one, right? And you bring up a great point. Nobody said otherwise, right? We got kind of stuck there. I got it. But here's the deal. If we had 4 dudes, how many? Because you went in with 3?
3 total.
If we had 4, what could we have done?
Dual flow.
Could have done a split stack in essence, right? We got 2 breach points to get in. Is it necessarily the best way?
It's a way.
It's a way, right? If we think it makes sense. So again, just food for thought.
And just for a law enforcement tidbit, it's roughly 80% of the time that's where law enforcement's encountering their engagements is at the threshold of a door. So it rings true for no matter who you are or what you're doing, any type of opposition, roughly 80% of the time.